So if you haven't done so, I would love for you to click on the little bell icon and subscribe to our channel. Along with that, I'd love for you to give us comments, feedback, any of that type of thing, even a thumbs up, so that we know that you enjoy our content that we're uploading and that we're sharing. One of the things that I want to do today is I want to talk about migrating from one EDI system to another. Also, highlighting our website. As you can see here on our website, we have various areas that you can look at. There's an end-to-end solutions for migrating from one EDI software to another. As we move along, you're going to find a lot of your on-prem software is starting to become obsolete. It's at the end of life. It's no longer being supported, any of those type of things. So that makes a lot of clients looking out there, or prospects, I should say, looking for solutions that are maybe cloud-based, subscription-based, those type of things. So when you're looking around and you're thinking about, hey, what do I need to do to start planning and start thinking about all of these things? Well, when you think of the EDI, it's a project plan. It needs to be managed. So whether you do that yourself or you use an external outfit like EDI Support to help you put together a plan, it's what we're here to do. One of the other things that you want to look at is you want to look at what is that software that you're migrating from and you're migrating to or looking for. And what are the features that you want? What are the things that you're going to need help with? Where do you want to look at for your communication, your various document transmissions? So how are the documents getting from one client to another and to you? Well, you want to look at those things. You want to start thinking about the trading partner testing and onboarding that you're going to have to do. If you've already have trading partners that are already live and you're migrating your internal EDI system, I highly recommend notifying them and letting them know. Some clients say, well, why? That's just going to cause issues. No, it's actually not. A lot of trading partners, the good majority out there, will say to you, oh, thank you for the heads up. Maybe we can put a little bit of a hold in between that migration week, the first week that you're up and live, so that we're not hitting you with chargebacks because of something that we knew you were moving from one system to another. Let's put that into account. They'd rather find out ahead of time than after the fact. Because if they find out after the fact and you didn't notify them, you're actually giving them more work that they weren't prepared for. They weren't prepared for handling a migration, for your data to be failing. If you give them a heads up, oh, okay, I need to watch because so-and-so said they were migrating their EDI system. So maybe there might be a hiccup here and there that we need to account for. That's a lot better than, oh my God, this thing was working perfectly the other day and now all of a sudden it's not working. Why? What happened? What changed? We better call them. Flags, whistles, red lights, everything you can think of, people are going crazy. That's an issue. That's a headache. That's something they weren't prepared for. Then, hey, you have to learn that new system. You have to understand what that new system has, how to get around, how to navigate, how to do all of those type of things. And you need to support it. Who's going to support it? Are you going to support it? Are they going to support it? Or is an external going to support it? Who's handling all of that? So you want to look at those things. And then along with that, you have your daily monitoring. So you're looking over the system as you're processing documents. And as those documents are processing, are there error notifications that are coming back? Are there failures in that new system that somebody needs to be looking for? Somebody needs to account for those documents going in and out of that new system and making sure everything is working cohesively. Now, one of the things that you also need to look at is, hey, again, this leads back to notifying your trading partner. How are you affecting your EDI scorecard with some of these trading partners? Some of them leverage those scorecards pretty heavily to know if they're going to be doing work with you in the future, if they're going to be purchasing more products from you in the future, all of those type of things. So you want to account for that. You want to think of that for your end-to-end. One of the big pieces that a lot of people forget about, labeling. How are you going to do your UCC-128s when you migrate from your existing system to your new system? If it's handled inside of the ERP or the WMS or the TMS system or whatever, cool. That's great. If you're going into your existing system and printing labels and doing all of those things, how are you now going to account for that when you migrate to that new system? A lot of people forget about that piece. A lot of people forget about custom packing slips. People forget about how they're going to be handling those. Do we need to set up new printers? Do we need to test out our existing printers on the new platform? How are you going to handle that? Look into it. So again, it's a part of the migration. You also want to look at the EDI guidelines, specifications of those trading partners and see, is there anything with your new system that you weren't able to do with your old system that's going to help your trading partners? It's going to build that relationship with those trading partners. And finally, but not least or last, document integration. How are your documents going to flow? Making sure that you're repeating what you're doing with the old system in the new system. And if the old system had pain points, correcting those pain points with the new system. You might not be able to fix all of it. You might not be able to handle all of it. But again, if you don't do these various things when you're migrating from one EDI system to another EDI system, you better be ready for some issues to arise. Not saying that issues can't arise, but you can limit a lot of those issues if you go through these steps and if you leverage what information we're sharing on our website. And of course, if you call us. If you call me, reach out, you say, hey, I'm going from one EDI system to another. I've never done this before. What do I need to account for? Hey, my system is no longer going to be supported. End of life is the end of 2024. I need you to help me. Well, that's what we're here for. So anyways, those are the things that I want you to think about. Also, like I said, highlighting our website has a resource for you that's out there. It's free again. Reaching out is free with us too. Anyways, Jim Gonzalez here, EDI Support. Have a great day.